This is Unit 4, Week 2, question number 3, the Battle of Fredericksburg and Chancellorsville. Both sides had, rubber duck, what's the point of that? Anyways, both of these were fought in Virginia. They were both fought between Washington, D.C. and the Confederate capital of Richmond. Both sides were trying to march the 100 miles circuitously and around the edges, try to capture the other city. Anyways, the first Battle of Fredericksburg. Lincoln has fired his general again, appointed a new general, Ambrose Burnside, better known for his facial hair, which will eventually come to be known as sideburns. Anyways, Fredericksburg is a town halfway between D.C. and Richmond. And the Confederates are on the top of the hill. It's foggy in the morning. Burnside orders his soldiers to attack up the hill. This is the dumbest thing ever, because in the military you want to defend the high ground. So the Confederates have the high ground. What do? Point cannons down the hill. And the fog burns away by mid-morning, and then the Union is just slaughtered. Disaster. An utter horrific disaster. Late winter 1862. So Burnside is fired. Lincoln hires a new general, Hooker. He hires a fighting Hooker. And he doesn't have much better results. Chancellorsville, in the forest. The Union commander is Hooker. The Southern commander is Lee. Same with that Burnside. Same with that Fredericksburg. Lee's the commander throughout most of the Southern campaign and war. Lee divides his smaller army in two and attacks the Union army from both sides. Not something you're supposed to do typically in war, to take a smaller group and divide it into two even smaller ones. But it catches the Union by surprise. Unfortunately, Lee loses one of his primary field commanders, Stonewall Jackson, who has been the stalwart, there he stands, it's like a stone wall, going back to First Bull Run. So he loses his field commander who can keep troops controlled and disciplined. But the Confederacy does manage to defeat the Union fairly easily, May 1863. So what does Lee do? He's won two major battles in Virginia, and he invades the North. First time he invaded, lost at Antietam. Now he's won two major battles. He invades the North. It's going to be Gettysburg, where he loses each time he invades the North. But that's it from some guy in an aloha print shirt. Don't mess with Lee. He's a better general than most of the Union folks.